Oh, hello, Maddy. Hello, Maddy, did you miss me? And what are you looking so proud of? Oh, I see. Now, whenever I come here, I notice that Maddy has been busy adorning the paths with little ornaments. What my fiancé and myself call poo henges. Now, as soon as I've cleaned a dozen of them up, Maddy gets busy building some more. Now, in my art therapy career, I once had to work with somebody who would regularly adorn the toilet walls with their own poo. Now, it turned out she was quite a capable artist, but then she should be, she had a lot of practice. Now, some years ago, on my parents' farm, on Christmas morning, I had to stick a hose pipe in a cow's bum to release the trapped wind so it could poo properly. That was not the Christmas present I was expecting. Now, my farming experience and my art therapy career helped when I joined with Sally, because sometimes I was asked to help with her personal hygiene, as people have done for me when I was disabled. And it wouldn't have helped if I'd said, ew. It's also, though, a carrier of germs and infection. When I was younger, I saw the contents of a broken toilet in a derelict building, and the smell nearly made me sick and made my eyes water. Now, my son nearly died of a ruptured bowel, and the contents of that bowel were able to have contact with his blood, and that's a very serious condition. So although poo is part of life, we're also right to think of it with revulsion, and some words for it are rightly considered swear words. It's not just something of no value, it goes into minus numbers. In the Bible then, if someone used one of those swear words when other words could have been used, it must have been for a reason. I've mentioned it before, but in Philippians 3 verse 8, where Paul describes his previous life as being it's wrong to translate it as I consider my previous life rubbish or waste or naught or loss. These words all convey that his life was of no value, but they don't convey his utter revulsion with it. He really hated what he'd been before. Now, he was speaking to farmers who are all quite familiar with the term and would have easily understood his sentiment as it was originally expressed. Now, Paul was proud and devoted to a faith that Jesus himself would have respected. So doing religious things and trying to be kind, things that we admire in our multicultural society, were to him of no value, not just of no value, but a big steaming pile. Now, when Jesus is reported to have spoken to a criminal on a cross, the criminal wasn't able to go and change his ways, yet he was completely commended for his changed heart. So if I just do religious things and try to be kind, I feel that, like the Apostle Paul originally, I'll be missing the point. Now, of course, to the recipients of my behaviour, they don't care what motivates me. But I feel if my heart isn't in it, I might as well have been doing a great big steaming pile of what Maddy leaves on the path. Now, I might need to make a point sometimes, and my passion might cause me to use what we in the civilized West call profanities. But I'm not alone in that motivation. The Apostle Paul did it in the Bible, although his words were later, I believe, unhelpfully cleaned up. And when other people like me use that kind of language in a Western puritanical version of Christianity, that's considered a weakness. Okay. Well, what bugs me about all this is that if we didn't know Paul's language had been cleaned up, we might have missed his point. Whether we agree with his point or not isn't the issue. Now, Paul is probably the most dramatic example of Victorian sanitizing of the Bible. There's numerous other examples of this kind of editing of the text. I remember my children's Bible stopped short of the tale of Noah getting drunk after the ark. So as a child, I only got to hear of Noah being a hero. Well, are we expected to see all Bible characters as moral giants and champions and heroes, while the rest of us use words like Skubala? So don't you think many people use the Bible to justify their own ideals, rather than the much harder job of finding out what it really says?